What is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. First time to the channel, guys, make sure you subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well-versed in the good Doc's content. All of my good stuff should be listed in the link in the description area below. Today's video is awesome, guys. I promise you this. It always feels good when you are able to capture the female perspective on why they believe that men in general are choosing to leave the Western world to date, probably more specifically, women in the East, aka Asian, right? And so I came across this video that I found to be extremely eye-opening, right? And I always find that it's better that these particular topics of conversation are spoken about by the women. That way it seems it comes off a whole lot better as opposed to bitter. I kind of feel as though when gentlemen such as myself or anybody else comes through and they express their discontent when dealing with women in the West, it seems like, oh, you're just bitter. Oh, you just mad that you can't find somebody. But when you have a young lady who is expressing herself in a way that seems intellectual by approach and understanding, it kind of feels as though maybe somebody does see the inaccuracies or the inconsistencies or where they could actually be going wrong. But again, like I said, you can't expect everybody to have these same feelings and sentiments. But I want to play this video that I found online, and I want you guys to check it out. And we'll come back and talk about it after it finishes. Let's get it.
Problem is it? What's it like being a Western woman in Thailand?
Well, for me it was that I started noticing actually the differences between the Asian women and the Western women, and I started to compare both of them. And why would that be that the Western men are going to Thailand to? Well, what I decided is that it's the women in Western world, they are so pushing for their rights and the manly woman that they forget to be women anymore. And it's like some of the Western men, when arriving to Asia, they find that there is still the calmness in women, something more feminine than back home.
So do you think women back home can take a lesson from Thai women, kind of, or do you think they should be? Can we resolve this? Is it need to be resolved? That's kind of my question.
I do think that it's possible to resolve this, but it's not on a law or reason level, but it's more on the spiritual heart level, something more like that. Of course, it's very nice that you are a businesswoman and the business shark, but maybe you should think about also the feminine part of yourself in how you act. How do you think about family values?
Wow. I want you to understand, this is her words, not mine, but she echoes some of the exact same sentiments. First thing out of her mouth that catches my attention is the simple fact is women in the West seem to be always pushing for their rights and stuff. Again, not against it, but it's kind of like when you're pushing for your rights, you kind of seem to assume and take on the masculine role. I've said that before and I'll say it again. Women in the West are super masculine, and they kind of forgot about what it truly is, in my opinion, to be ladylike, to be feminine, to be womanlike. I'm not saying that you're not a woman, you just aren't acting like one. And I'm not saying that acting like one requires you to be submissive and not have opinions. I'm just saying you're doing the most. And so guys in the Western world are tired of that shit. It's sad that we gotta literally have somebody else speak for us in a way that I hope that you'll be able to pick up what she's putting down. Chances are you're not. Because everybody's entitled to their opinion and this is just hers, and you're gonna probably say, oh, she's just like that because she ain't pretty or whatever, because somebody gonna say some naysayer stuff. It's okay. But from a man's perspective, hearing this young lady say what she said, she's spot on. With all of this fighting for rights and things like that, I think that for women, get this right, Doc, you got it. For women, I just feel like they lose their identity in the process. They lose the identity of what constitutes what a woman is. And I guess that kind of transitions into the topics of conversation you hear about from Kevin Samuels and all the other, people on the YouTube in the YouTube universe about modern day women, right? This is not how they would have acted in the past. This is where they're acting and how they're acting right now in the present. I don't know what's did it to them. I don't know why they are the way that they are and why they're pushing for such I gotta get my words right, but why they're pushing in the direction in which they're pushing. As a result, you have a lot of us choosing to leave you guys behind. And like she said, it can't be fixed the way that it is now through logic and law and any things like that. It has to be fixed on a spiritual level, i.e., there's nothing that's going to probably change your mind at the surface level, but you have to want to make the change, love. If you ever want Western men to come back to the West instead of finding wives in the East, let's keep it real. That's what it's gonna take. And if you think about it, and I've seen this in other videos as well, when you think about the qualities that these women are looking for, what do they say? Oh, I need a man 6 foot. I need a man this tall, 6-figure salary, this, that, and the other in the Western world. But when you compare it to the qualities that a lot of these other women are looking for, they just want a man that loves them for them. You know what I'm saying? Humbled, loves them for them, great attitude, fun to be around, and things like that. They're not worried about how tall you are. They're not worried about your income status for the most part. Again, I'm not saying that you can come to the relationship broke, but they're not necessarily putting a stance on the cap of the minimal amount of money you can earn to be with her, right? You don't really hear shit like that. In the West, it's just, that seems to be what it's all about. This tall, this much money, no kids. And then, looking at what you have or what you're bringing to the table, love, it's kind of like, well, damn. If that's what you have an expectation of for me, okay, what are you bringing? What, 4 kids? You ain't really even taking care of yourself like you supposed to. But yeah, we supposed to have all that, but you ain't even remotely coming to the table with nothing. So I just had to make this video because I felt like it was something that needed to be said. I don't know how they're gonna take it. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I've committed myself to doing what it is that I do. I understand my reasons why I chose to do it, and I think that this will shed some light on why other gentlemen are choosing to actually make the move as well. Like I said, man, you can't shoot the messenger, man. You can't shoot the messenger. And actually, this time, I'm just the curator and the facilitator of a message that came from somebody like you, i.e., a woman. All right? But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think about in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Add to other reasons why you believe that men are choosing to leave the West to deal with women, in the East or in European countries or wherever it may be that these guys are traveling to find significant others or to find, suitable mates. All right? This has been a good doc. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you drop a like, share, comment, subscribe, notify. Check me out on Patreon. All of my good stuff, ebooks and everything are listed in the link in the description area below. Hope you guys have a blessed day. This has been the Good Doc. And with that being said, Good Doc is officially out. At least not go pa'alam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, I love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahakita. Babuhay. Peace.